Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be a little bit different from my typical kind of fashion and beauty content. It's still fashion, but it's fashion for when you're sleeping. So I think I've mentioned my love of pajamas in the past. I have featured various pajamas in other kind of haul videos, but given that it's the cozy season where we just want to be in our beds and on the couches, having amazing snacks and watching holiday movies, I think that it's a great time to highlight some of my favorite pajamas, especially because kind of like my workout clothes, I go through these phases where I won't buy anything for like years because they're perfectly fine, right? I don't really need any more. And I only have so much space because I live in New York. And I just noticed this year that some of my pajamas, especially from like Zara and other places, had gotten a little grubby because I'd had them for a couple years at this point. And so I thought I would do a little clean out. And then I thought, what a great time to invest in some new holiday pajamas. And I mean, there's nothing particularly holiday about these pajamas, but they are definitely more winter-esque pajamas. I will say, maybe I'll do a different video in the summertime because I do wear slightly different pajamas in the summer. I really love like a good European linen for a pajama in the summer. However, for winter, it's all about flannel and silk for me. I also think pajamas make a really fantastic gift because it's something that sometimes people feel bad about spending that much money on themselves, especially some of these more premium silk pajamas that I'm going to share with you all. But honestly, like I just love obviously I love clothes and I love fashion and I love putting outfits together. So why would I also not love feeling my best self when I'm going to bed? So in full disclosure, I wear a matching pajama set every single night. That is just something that I love and it brings me joy. And I love picking out what I'm going to wear. I usually end up wearing the same set for 3 or 4 days. And then of course I wash it and go on to a different one. But I just love a matching PJ set. So anyway, I picked up quite a few new ones recently. And then I also have some really old favorites that you can still get because they're classics and they come out with them year after year. So I will share all of those above and below. And again, I think there's a nice spread here. I'm going to start with the most luxury of them, my favorite silk pajamas, and then we're going to kind of work our way down into the most accessible items. So the next two pajamas that I'm going to share with you are pajamas that I've had for a couple of years now. One of them, actually about a year, because one of these I got for Christmas last year, and then the other one I bought for myself for Christmas last year. So these are only a year old, but I do have older LILYSILK pajamas. In fact, the pajama is actually what connected me to the LILYSILK brand. I know the brand has blown up over the last couple of years, and so many influencers, myself included, I've worked with them in the past. They're just a lot more popular of a brand now, but when they were just selling, online and no one was really talking about them as much, like 5, 6 years ago, I bought a pair of silk pajamas from them. And what stood out to me is their quality, honestly. And again, this video is not partnering with them, so I'm just telling you how I feel about them because I've had quite a few pairs of silk pajamas in the past. You guys know I love silk. I love all kinds of natural fibers. I just think they regulate your body temperature really well, which is something that you absolutely want when you're sleeping. I'm a very hot sleeper, so it's very important to me to feel comfortable in my sleep. And let's be honest, like there's nothing more luxurious than a silk pajama. So I've loved silk pajamas. I've had silk pajamas from Jornell. I mean, you name it, pretty much any brand I've had a silk pajama from. And I think I know I'm a little bit of a violent sleeper and I move around quite a bit, but I've had silk pajamas just like fall apart on me in the past, frankly. They will, tear at the seams because silk is such a delicate fabric, but the LILYSILK is so nice and thick and high quality that I've never had a problem with their pajamas. And that's why I continue to pretty much only buy LILYSILK pajamas moving forward in this day and age. So I did just want to call out that the quality is real and I love them, so I feel very good about sharing these next few with you. So the first pair is, I would say, the most classic. It is their oversized silk pajama. In fact, let me scoot over so I can show you a little cutaway of me wearing it. And again, their pajamas are certainly an investment, but they're 100% silk and they do have a lot of sales going on right now. So I actually think you can get this pajama currently for around $170 when normally it would be around 250 USD. I do get them. I have this in a size small, even though it is a more oversized look. However, I think they look great. I like being comfortable. I definitely don't want anything particularly tight. I will say I am missing a button off this right now, which I need to sew back on. So just ignore that. But yeah, it's a really beautiful color. They come in multiple different colors, but I love this navy just because it's very regal and rich looking. I feel like it's just like a very luxurious. I also love that it's navy. It's a little bit different for me than just wearing black. So if I am going to experiment with color, it's going to be in my nightwear. But yeah, I just love these. So I have the very classic pair there. And then last Christmas, I also purchased, because LILYSILK does have these great sales, this gorgeous set, which is this piped pajama, and it has a short sleeve. So I really love that I can wear these year round. They're so great for spring and summer, but I mean, I just wore these last week, so I still love them in the winter time too. Silk is great all the time. And I absolutely love the gorgeous cream color as well as this piping. I think that detail is absolutely stunning. I also kind of love the little cropped wide leg pant look. Again, it just looks very kind of like 1920s, and I just love the style of this. So this one in particular is called the Contrast Piping Button-Up Short Sleeve Pajama, and it's $260. So I will leave that linked below. I'm not gonna lie, when I was looking up the names and the prices, I also spotted some LILYSILK ones that I might put on my wish list because I just think they're so beautiful. So as I mentioned in a few other videos, I am getting married soon. So I am kind of thinking of some nice, beautiful white silk PJs, like some plain ones that don't necessarily have the piping on them, that I can wear during my wedding week or the weekend of my wedding. And LILYSILK definitely has those. They have a white version of the oversized classic pair, which I think is what I'm going to end up getting. And I believe those are actually also on sale right now, which is fantastic. If you are a more glitzy, glamorous kind of person, they also have these white pajamas that have like rhinestones on the piping, which I think would be super, super fun for a bachelorette party or for your wedding. I mean, if you have a more kind of glitzy vibe, my wedding's going to be a little more natural, but in general, I just think this is maybe even a great gift for a bride or something. But I did just want to call those out because I think they're super, super fun. And I'll leave those linked below. And then the one that really stood out to me, which is not really for this season, but again, you can wear silk pajamas year round, who cares? I think these would be even better in the spring and summer, is this Amalfi button-up full set that is also currently on sale for $181. I have the Amalfi shirt in a, not a pajama shirt, but in a shirt meant to wear out. I covered it in my last LILYSILK video, and I love this shirt. So I know I would love the pajama set. I love the shirt. I think it looks so chic in the summer or the spring, wearing it with my little white silk pants, wearing it with skirts or little navy shorts. I just think it is such a classic. So when I saw that they have a full-blown set with this print, I was like, oh my gosh, I need that. So did just want to call that out. That's the problem with making these videos, is then I get on the sites again and I'm like, ooh, that looks really nice. I like that. Oh man. So that is LILYSILK. I can't recommend them enough. The one thing I do want to call out is for the piped set, which is in a little bit of a different style than the classic set, I actually do wish I sized down for this one. So I would almost recommend getting this. I got this in a size small, just like the classic one. I wish I would have gotten it in an extra small just because it is pretty oversized. So I did just want to call that out from a sizing perspective. But the classic set I really enjoy in a size small because it does have that more, hence the name, classic fit to it. So the next set and the next brand that I want to talk about is from QUINCE. You guys know I love QUINCE very, very much. I've made multiple videos about them. They're another brand if you want really high quality materials like cashmere and silks, but they're slightly lower price point. So I love this. It's looking a little worn out because I've had it for about 3 years now. So Don't judge, but I love this set so much. In fact, you can still get it, and you can still get it in multiple colors. If you couldn't tell, I love a good piping, so it has the beautiful piping as well. This is in the color Indigo, and it's a short sleeve with just beautiful shorts on the bottom. And the top is $60, and the shorts, I almost call them pants, are $50. You can get this in a version with a long sleeve top and with the pants. I will leave that linked below as well. However, I love this one for more of a transitional kind of spring summer, or right now, for example, I just was in Mexico for a little weekend getaway, and I wore these because it was a lot warmer down there. So it's nice to have kind of a backup pair, especially as resort season is approaching. We all might need some little vacation pajamas. So really, really love those. I honestly would love those in another color. Quince washable silk in general. Oh, I will say, for my LILYSILK pajamas, I 100% hand wash these. They last forever, but I also really want to take care of them. In fact, I have a whole video about how I kind of take care of my more luxury clothing items like my cashmeres and my silks. I have a whole process, and it sounds a little crazy, but it's not as crazy as it looks, especially if I do it in batches. So for example, I wash all of my darker colored silks in one go, and I definitely use a special kind of wool silk detergent as well. LILYSILK has their own, but you can also get other detergents that are just for that specific category, but I would recommend doing that for the longevity of your clothes. The Quince ones, they say that they're also washable silk, but again, you can wash them, and I would always recommend air drying them, never just putting them in the dryer in general. In fact, I find the dryer just kind of destroys clothes. So if at all possible, I would recommend having like a clothes horse, which is really handy to air dry clothes if you're able to, if you have that time luxury. So yeah, did just want to call that out, that will certainly help with the longevity of your clothes, especially these gorgeous silk objects. And even though these are washable silk, I rarely actually put them in the washer. I usually just hand wash them as well with my LILYSILK pieces to help them live longer. Quince also has some really beautiful robes if you're looking for, again, gifts for, say, like a mother-in-law or a nice bachelorette party wedding robe. Again, they have white ones, they have them in all different colors. So I think they have really beautiful silk pajama options. I'm also excited because even though I do have a nice linen pajama collection for the spring and summer, which is in storage right now, Quince has a really nice selection of linen pajamas too, which I think is great. So did just want to call that out. The next brand is actually one that I've never purchased pajamas from. I purchased a lot of other things from, as you will have seen in my videos, but in my last order, I saw this beautiful set, which I'm wearing right now. It actually just kind of looks like a shirt, but it was this beautiful checkered set from Mango, and it was a little bit higher price point. Ironically, it was about the same price as the Quince ones, which are 100% silk, and these are like a polyester viscose blend. You guys know how I've been feeling about Mango doing that recently. But I will say, despite it being a synthetic material, it is super, super soft material and thick. And I really love the color of these. I love this like forest green check. I think it's very classic, and it's very holiday without being holiday, if that makes sense. Like, even though I'm calling some of these pajamas holiday pajamas, there's nothing that screams Christmas about them, or, you know, Hanukkah or whatever. Like, it's not like there's Santa Claus all over it. And I kind of appreciate that versatility. So they do not come in a set. You buy them separately, and I got a size small, again, because I don't need my pajamas to be particularly tight. But the shirt was around $50, I think, and then the matching pants were $45. And I've been wearing these a lot because it's definitely gotten cooler in New York, and I've really been enjoying this kind of flannel-esque soft material. It's just fun. And again, I love this color. This is one of my favorite colors. Between forest green and burgundy, I love, 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 love. So these last few sets are all from H&M, and I did go a little crazy, but I really loved, again, these sort of plaid holiday adjacent patterns, but the fact they weren't so on the nose. And then I just got some, again, really kind of like the LILYSILK classic cut, but these are at a much, much, much lower price point. They are absolutely not silk. They are a satin pajama. They are like 96% polyester, so we're not talking in the same category here. But if your budget is lower, or you're just looking for a fun gift for a friend or whatever, these could be a great option as well. So I did want to include that because I do understand that not everyone can afford more premium objects. So let's get into the plaid ones, since we're already wearing plaid here. There were two, even though I think there's like 6 or 7 different plaids that H&M came out with, and these are 100% cotton, which I also adore. They were, I believe, around $50, even though H&M does a lot of flash sales, especially if you have their app, so a lot of 20% off, 30% off, that type of thing. But I was very drawn to this white plaid. I thought this would be great even after Christmas, just because, again, it doesn't scream too Christmassy, but it's still really cute and comfortable. And I love that it feels like a flannel, but that it's actually a cotton, so it's really breathable and it's pretty lightweight. So I actually think this is great for, you know, New York doesn't get too cold. It's been a little cold recently, but it doesn't start getting really, really cold until January, February. So there are times in December when it'll be 50 degrees out and I'm not really wanting to wear a like super heavy flannel option. So having a thing that looks like flannel but is cotton is really fantastic, especially if you do live in a warmer area and you want to be cozy and you want to kind of have those holiday vibes, but you don't want to be sweating. I think this is a really great option. And in fact, they still had a lot of these in stock, which is great. So there's that, and then the pants, and they do come in a set. So the full set is $50, $25 for the top, $25 for the bottom, if you think of it that way, but you can't buy them separately. And again, I got them in a size small because I didn't need them to be particularly form-fitted or anything. This option I think is the most Christmassy out of everything I'm showing you here. However, I think it's so much fun. I'm 100% gonna wear this on Christmas and probably the weeks leading up to Christmas, just because of course though you can wear it after, but it's just got more of a holiday kind of check to it. But again, I thought this was a really beautiful plaid, still that 100% cotton, and it was still in that $50 price range. So I thought this was a really, really fantastic option, hence why I bought 2 of them. But again, they have even more plaids. If you want something even more neutral, I think they had like a khaki and cream. They had all kinds of stuff. So check that out on the website. And then the final bits, man, I'm gonna have to take a nap after this. This was quite the foray. So the final bits are kind of a take on the silk pajama, but they are a satin pajama. These remind me so much of the pajamas in the Santa Claus when he's wearing them with like his little Scott Calvin embroidery. I mean, I'm sure his were silk in the movie, but these are satin. I thought the red was just like super fun and sexy, and again, fun for the holidays. I don't have anything like this. And pajamas are really a place where you can just like have fun and it be playful. Again, these are quite lightweight. So they would be good for the transitional season as well. But the nice thing about satin, as I mentioned, silk is so delicate that it is nice to have something that's a little more hard wearing. And of course you have the simplicity too of being able to throw this into the washing machine. So if you can't be bothered with hand washing, this could be a much better option for you if your lifestyle doesn't align with hand washing. And I mean, I still would not put these in the dryer just because I don't think that would bode well, but I did just want to call that out. I also got them in black, very classic kind of black satin color. I mean, you can't really go wrong with that. In fact, you could even wear this like a shirt, to be honest. But you can wear all these like shirts. But just a really great basic. Again, this would be such a nice gift. And the price was incredible, even though I think a lot of the stock was gone in these because they were such a nice price. They were $34.99, I think. So I'll try to leave those linked below, and then maybe some alternative options if they still have it on the site. But overall, this is my pajama collection that I'm sort of rotating between right now. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope that maybe helped if you were looking for a little gift or something for the holidays. Trying to get this out ASAP so that if you did like any of the stuff, you could still actually get it before Christmas. I think today, tomorrow, I don't know, depending on the company, it's probably some of the last few days that you can order and actually get it in time for Christmas. But in general, I hope you all are having a great holiday season and staying safe and enjoying time with friends and family. And I will see you all in my next video.